you are 40 going on 50, you already know your biological clock is ticking, okay? You're prepared financially, you've read books, you've attended seminars, you think you're ready for parenting. So why not get a sperm donor and bring a child into the world to guys, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for camping with me. Thank you for making this experience worthwhile. Yeah, so if you're a new subscriber, please go through all of my other videos, and if you like what you see, click the subscribe button and welcome to the family. Today is going to be advice and banter over tea and bread. This is my first meal for the day. Literally, this is my breakfast, and the time is 10 minutes past 4. Wow. Hey guys, I'm going to be reacting to Abba and Pri, and on this particular video I watched, they interviewed a young lady who wants to have kids. She just wants to go to a sperm bank, get herself fertilized, and then bring a child or maybe children into the world. And because she didn't have a father figure or even a father in her life growing up, she feels that the child does not need a father because she is ready to provide the child with all the child needs. Okay, I decided, why not? Now let's talk about this. So yeah, that inherent desire in humans to have children is predominantly selfish. Yes, having children gives you joy, having children gives you fulfillment, having children does a lot to you. But for that point where you want to have a child and bringing a child into the world, I don't think the child has any desire whatsoever to be brought into the world. They don't even know they are not in the world until you bring them in, humanly speaking. You are 40 going on 50, you already know your biological clock is ticking, okay? And this gender, that gender that denied Jesus, that gender, they are not coming around, and naturally you begin to worry. You want to bring a child into the world. Of course, you're prepared financially, you've read books, you've attended seminars, you think you're ready for parenting. So why not get a sperm donor and bring a child into the world to fulfill that longing in you for a child? What is wrong with it, especially when you're sure you can do a good job? This looks really cool and okay until you begin to look at it from the perspective of the child. And then for me, the angle I'm looking at it, it looks nice. You feel like there is really no reason why you want a father or a father figure for your child. But have you sat down to ask yourself that this thing in you that feels there is no need for a father figure, does this stem from a place of hurt? Does this stem from a place of you haven't totally forgiven the fact that you don't have a father? And so you desiring to bring a child into the world without a father is actually a silent rebellion towards the father who was never there for you. Have you sat down to look at it from this angle, so that if you are hurt, if there's a place in your heart that needs healing, you get the healing? Have you really looked at it? Okay, so for a woman who feels her biological clock is ticking, she wants to do something fast, she wants to have a baby, I think the right thing to do is to adopt. Yeah, adopt. God, who in his absolute wisdom created a child to have mother and father, can never be wrong. Okay, he knows better than us. There is always a role a mother plays that a father can never. It doesn't matter how effeminate he is, it doesn't matter how much of a mother he tries to be, can never play. Being a man, he won't even realize that is a need until that child grows up, and that hole is right there. Okay, I know a young man who is a widower. He has 2 sons and he's doing an amazing job raising those sons. But when you look at those boys, if you look at how prim and proper they are, I mean, they literally come into a gathering and they're like, and when you ask them a question, they answer so intelligently, and they're always so, oh, I don't know them closely, but whenever I see them passing or going somewhere, I have that need to just hug them, like hug them really close. So, and the same thing goes to a woman who wants to be both mother and father. You're doing an amazing job, but trust me, you can never be a father. Yeah. So the right thing to do is to adopt. Okay. It looks like I'm having double standards here. Yeah? Is it not the same child? Is it not the same circumstance? Yes. It looks the same, but a child you want to adopt already exists. Okay? A child you want to adopt probably has had a little bit of experience with a mother and a father, I don't know, or maybe not, but whether you adopt that child or you don't adopt that child is in the world. Okay, so I think it's you reaching out to a child who is already here to make that child's life better in the way you can. I think it's more justified than bringing another human being totally on your own, by your own prerogative, into the world and then determining how their lives will go. I didn't have a father, so you don't get to have a father. And I'll raise you and make sure that anything in you that wants a father does not exist. It's not possible. I think you make the child's life miserable. And don't we know children? They always grow up and look for their parents. Yes. If they grew up with their father, they will grow up and start asking questions. Where is my mother? Where is my mother? Or if they grew up with their mother, they grow up and they start to ask, where is my father? Where is my father? You don't blame them. It's inherent. It's inherent in them. They want to know who the other party is. They want to ask some questions. And usually they need closure. People who know this, usually when there is a divorce or a split for whatever reason, they co-parent. They co-parent beautifully, regardless of their differences, regardless of what caused the rift in the first place. They co-parent well so that the children enjoy the presence of both a father and a mother until they get to a point where they are now adults. Okay, it's called formative years for a reason. The things that happen in those years, the things those children are exposed to, the things that happen around them, the questions they ask themselves, the answers they get, go a long way in forming the kind of human beings they turn out to be, forming the kind of presidents they turn out to be, forming the kind of local government chairmen they turn out to be, forming the kind of fathers they turn out to be. Have you ever wondered why children who are raised in an ambience, an atmosphere of domestic violence usually turn out to be violent later on in life? Yes, usually maybe when that violence is occurring from the mother to the father or the father to the mother, they are crying, "Mommy, stop it, Daddy, stop it." They want you to stop it, but you don't stop it. Something in their head keeps interacting, something in their brain, their mind, and then tomorrow when they are faced with the same situation, they lash out. Okay? So this is my 2 cents. This is my 2 naira. 2 naira really is not worth a lot. But you get what I mean. Anyways. But let me know down in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think a woman should be allowed to do what she wants with her own body, with her own time, regardless of how it affects another human being who she brings into the world? Is that what you think? Do you have any experience with single parenting? Now, there are people who are single parents not by choice, but by virtue of circumstances, okay? They are widows, they are widowers, they are people who left abusive marriages, there are people who got pregnant as teenagers for whatever reason or the other. You can't blame them. These things happen to them. They won't kill the child, they won't kill themselves. But by all means, you're all grown people. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I think the right thing to do is to get a father figure or a mother figure, depending on the circumstance, to help that child, because you actually want the best for the child. Okay. See the way I'm dishing out advice. You see, if it's all these women that write column in newspaper, by now I'm saying, Auntie Chi, what should we do? Auntie Chi, what should we do? Okay? Yeah, so this is what I think. I know all the joy and happiness a child can bring. I've experienced it firsthand. And I pray every woman who wants to experience that gets to experience it. But at the same time, I have seen and read what bringing children into the world based on our own terms, the kind of pains and long-term effects it can have on those children. And ultimately, it rubs off on you, it rubs off on the society. In the end, it's... Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Tell me your thoughts on single parenting by choice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Like this video, share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.